Recording.
Are we started?
Yeah, we're going.
Okay. Welcome to the Top 5 Podcast. As always, we're going to kick it off with a roll call.
Stupido Einstein.
And Choc Banana, because we're on the road. Top 5 on the road.
Episode 2.
We really should have recorded last night after... Oh, we did record last night, didn't we?
We did record last night.
That was... Man, it all just blurs together.
You don't remember? Were you driving drunk?
I was not driving drunk. Please, let's not make that joke. Damon, edit that out. And with us today is...
I'm supposed to say my name, or you're supposed to introduce me?
I'm doing this. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, buddy.
GG3, Guillermo, Griffey 3.
Welcome, Gigi.
What's going on?
How was the, I don't know what I'm going to ask you. Actually, I do want to ask you about the dog tattoo. What is that? Is that a dog dabbing?
It is a dog dabbing. It is a tattoo I got for a charity dog rescue organization me and my wife work for. Most of them were very girly with hearts and paw prints, and this is the only one that didn't have those. And I wasn't going to get one, and my wife said, "There's no way you get that tattoo." And so not only did I get it, I put it on my forearm where it's very visible.
Now I know how to get you to do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me not to, I will do it.
Yeah, or just to have your wife text you, you wouldn't do this.
Yeah, most likely she would definitely be the one to make that work.
Nice. What's his name?
I don't know if he has a name. My daughter says he looks like the one from Animal Crossing.
He does.
That requires to play that game.
I've never played Animal Crossing.
I played
like
the
it.
old one, but I don't know.
I played Stardew Valley, and apparently Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing are basically the same thing.
Roughly.
Roughly?
Yeah.
Okay.
No Dreamlight Valley, that's for sure. It's a Disney version of the same thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't really get into Disney. I kind of hate Disney. I refuse to subscribe to Disney Plus and Amazon Prime. I have weird hills that I die on.
I get Prime for free. That's the only reason I have it.
I tried to stop pirating things once I was able to afford content.
Uh-huh.
I will pirate the shit out of anything on Prime.
I will too.
We're watching The Expanse right now.
Nice.
It's pretty okay. So, normally we have questions and such.
No questions this time.
Didn't really do that.
Free
Let's
flow.
talk about what we're doing. So, last you heard from us, possibly, we don't even know. We were post-game with Shorty, driving back to home.
Is Shorty 6'8", or is she...
She's actually 6'6".
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is she feels like it's a small 6'6". Like, she's not imposing. I think it's her demeanor. She's very welcoming. So it's, yeah. But she's...
Like a big teddy bear.
Yeah, you'll see.
Like a mom type.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But she doesn't, like, take up a lot of space. She's very, like, graceful in how she welcomes you into the shared space that you have. So, like, I can't sit next to anybody. Like, yesterday I was sitting next to Shorty and some muscle-bound Pirates fan, and I just kept elbowing both of them. Not even on purpose. It's just, like, my natural way I take up space.
Was that better than the other place you were sitting between Shorty? Was it Shorty? Yeah.
No, you.
It was between me and that 13-year-old who took up
kept...
more space.
She man-spreaded me. My knees were touching, and my knee... you guys can't see me, obviously it's a podcast, but as GG3 and Stupido, and now Shorty can attest, I am a large man. My knees do not touch. It's not a thing that normally happens. I was very upset about it.
And she was asked, when I moved over there, she asked some of the strangest questions.
Just so many. She asked me how the batter got to the runner on first base, and I was like, he hit the ball? I didn't understand.
See, she asked me how old Ryan Helsley was, and so I had to look it up because who knows?
30, by the way.
30. And she says he looks so much older than the other guy that was pitching, speaking of schemes.
Oh, schemes. I thought you meant Lance Lynn.
Right? There's something else she asked. Oh, she asked me how long they would have to wait to get an autograph from one of the players. I presume she meant Cardinals because she was there with her grandfather, great-grandfather.
Dude was 93. Nice guy.
96.
96? Oh, that was 93.
96 at the game.
He was a lovely man.
I assumed they were going to try to get an autograph of a Cardinals player for him, and I said, I don't really know. It is one of the few times I wish I knew someone with the Cardinals, because then I could send him a message and maybe get him an autograph, but...
Yeah.
She did take up a lot of space.
Took up a lot of space. Thank God you had Shorty next to you,
Yeah.
welcoming you into with her gracefulness.
Yes.
And graciousness.
Yes.
So then, an eventful night that we're not going to go into right now. And then we had breakfast. You had Pamela's
Yeah.
pancakes, deliciousness.
It's very delicious.
And then we were able to get GG3 from the airport. And what did we have for lunch? We had Smallman's.
Smallman's Deli.
Oh my God.
Delicious.
So good.
Great ribbon.
Did you have a ribbon?
I mean, yours looked good. I had the pastrami. Pastrami was very good.
Yeah. I had the Rachel because I had the sauerkraut, the
Slaw.
coleslaw. Yeah. Not the player.
Well, we all had pastrami, I think.
We all did have pastrami. That pastrami was solid. Anyways, I'm very happy that people like the Pittsburgh restaurants I picked out. It is important to me to share like decent local stuff. Like you had said, like you don't want to go to the same place that you have by you, right?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So then now, GG3, what are we doing?
We're going to Cleveland. Cleveland rocks.
We will have to sing that song. What for? Come on, tell stories.
Yeah, we're going to Cleveland. We're going to a baseball game.
We're going to get Perts on the way. Petra.
Picking up Petra right now.
And we're going to
Look out
go
for
to
episode 3.
episode 3 of Road Trip.
Yeah, the road trip series.
And we're going to go to a baseball card convention.
Super excited.
Eat some food, drink some drinks, maybe, if
I can
if
handle
you're
it.
feeling good.
I feel like such ass. I had 4 beers yesterday across like 12 hours, and I feel terrible. It wasn't 12
Choc
hours.
just went through a whole story of how he takes up space, but he also established that he does not drink like
No.
someone who takes up
He
space.
is a lightweight.
I don't drink anymore.
Now, I'll admit I only had half that you had.
Yeah.
I feel fine.
Do you get hangovers though?
I have- Here's a funny story. I've been drunk once in my life. The
That
night
seems-
before I got married.
Okay.
Thankfully, my best man has been drunk more often and
Okay.
knew how to take care of it. I felt perfectly fine the next day.
Okay.
So, yes, I don't get hungover.
That's
Or no, I don't get hungover.
at least that one time you did.
Well, I wasn't hungover then.
Yeah. I wonder if you get hungover if we got you drunk now.
Oof, let's not find out.
Don't put me up to that challenge.
Yeah.
Do you get hangovers?
I mean, I have.
Well, yeah. But like,
Not regularly, no.
okay. If I have more than
I'm going to make some poor decisions tomorrow if you are, though.
Ooh, that's true. You are going to a place with high-priced cardboard.
Yeah, I'm going to try to sell some too. I have my Wimby auto that I want to sell. That doesn't make sense to people, but there's a card I hit that is really rare and people really want to buy it. So hopefully I can get like money for it.
Drinks on Choc.
Drinks will be on Choc if I did. I'll take everyone out for pizza. You think Cleveland has good pizza?
I'm
I'm going to bet no.
going to guess no. I don't know
What are they
Cleveland
known
has.
for? I was asking questions of pierogies, right?
Pierogies is Pittsburgh.
But somebody said it was the general area. Pierogies is probably okay.
Then I don't know who was saying it, but I disagree.
Okay.
Pittsburgh is pierogies. We have a race of pierogies.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a pierogi
Cincinnati's
race,
got their chili.
which sounds terrible.
It is delicious.
Okay. Isn't it on noodles like spaghetti?
You can get it on noodles, the 3-way. So you get noodles, you get the sauce, and you get, I believe, cheese on top, or you can also get onions on top.
Okay.
4-way. But I do it on Coney-style dogs. So you get real, like probably 4 or 5 inches long. You get 3 of them. Get some chili, sprinkle some cheese on top.
Okay.
Primo.
Sounds terrible. It's
Very
like a
good.
paste. Right?
What, the chili?
Yeah.
No. It's, I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's smoother than like a Texas chili.
What would you consider the chili recipe you gave me, Choc? What kind of chili is that?
Good.
But what style chili is it?
I don't know. Just,
It
that's what
was
chili is.
good. It was the only time I've made a soup-like dinner that my family actually digested. So
Yeah, we should make it for Damon and see if he likes it.
Haha.
Do you still make it, or do you?
yeah, made it a couple times.
Nice.
Yeah,
I forgot that I posted that. I'm glad you did. I'm glad it worked out.
yeah, it was good.
We just made burritos again. And we used to make like veggie burritos, like beans and peppers and onions and such. pretty regularly, and then we stopped. And this time we made ground beef tacos and burritos and such. And veggies. And I forgot how good burritos are. Just basic ass burritos.
Tacos in general, just so
You just don't have to do much, and it's really good.
Right, you just heat up some ground beef and...
Are you the primary cook in your house, too?
Me?
You?
Me? No. I'm an awful cook. I have very limited range.
Got it?
What I do make is good, but when I make outside of that, it usually does not go over well.
So was chili new for you?
Chili, well, I attempted chili before, and it didn't work out. So
But now you can do it.
now I can do chili because your recipe works. Soup I am banned from soup of any kind except for this chili.
Got
I apparently can make a mean chicken and waffles. I do grill fine.
it. I saw pictures of the chicken waffles today, right?
Yeah, chicken and waffles.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, it was me.
I saw
that
impressive. I didn't
looked
recognize that.
restaurant quality.
Yeah, Belgian waffles,
Yeah,
got the nice machine and everything.
What do you do to make the chicken?
It was just air fried.
Go out to the farm.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't eat our chickens. Those are the eggs.
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah, no. But
Yeah,
do you
don't
did you bread it yourself, or did you get like?
Yeah, no, we bread it ourselves.
You need
Make
to
sure they
share
were
your-
extra peppery.
You need to
to
share
kinda
your
balance
breading
the
recipe
sweetness.
with me.
Okay.
I don't have an air fryer, but I have like a convection bake setting on my oven that does pretty good.
Yep.
I think it's the same fucking thing. Right?
It's supposedly the same thing.
Air frying is basically convection, and
Yeah.
it's a fancy way of saying it.
I don't know. When we got the oven, it said it does things that are fancy. So I don't know. My wife picks out stuff for that. I don't have a whole lot of dog in that fight. Yeah, it just works.
You should spend your money.
It's her money mostly. So my wife makes the money. That is not me. Yeah. I make.
Josh's got a sugar mama.
Oh yeah, very much so. I make a very nice living. I'm very happy with it. I'm very pleased. It was very unexpected since I have a fucking degree in philosophy. But my wife is the person. She is a badass. She's like way up in like an international financial institution. She's a big deal. I don't know if you know this. She's kind of a big deal.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. The Stupido met her. She
So
kind of radiates.
what did you do
Yes.
to get her?
I'm super charming and cute, especially in an. So first off, I lied. What I first did was I said I was 6 foot on the dating website, and I'm 5'11" and 3/4. I'm 6 foot in shoes. I've always just said I was 6 foot before it was a deal to care about. I've always just been 6 foot. That's just what I said. So I just filled out 6 foot because I didn't have 5'11" and a half, 5'11" 3/4. And I'm not fucking shortchanging myself. So I said I was that. And then I had my master's degree, so I listed that I had advanced degrees, and I listed I had a master's degree. And her search was, because she's picky, my wife, her search was 6 foot tall with advanced degrees. She just didn't realize that I was lying, and my advanced degree was in philosophy. So, yeah. Is this still recording okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
Whether it sounds good or not is a completely different story. We'll find out.
We'll find out. So yeah, so then we started. I actually was in Germany at the time, and I woke up really early for a class or something, and I was coming back to the States in like a week or two, and I was coming back to an ex-girlfriend that I did not want in my life anymore. It was not. I was probably the worst person in that relationship between the two of us. I was not a good person with her. I feel guilt about that still. But she was not someone that it was good for me to be with. I'm not a fan of at the time. And that's fine. You know, that happens to people that have bad relationships. I was coming back to friend groups that were either in the same department as me, and you don't want to do that.
Nope.
When you're in a field that has no job prospects, you don't fall in love with someone who also is in the same field. Because then you're just destitute. And the other set of friends I had was our friends, me and the ex-girlfriend. So I knew that they had been around her for 5-6 months. Probably weren't going to still be my friends, was what I was thinking. So turns out it was true. I came back, they weren't my friends. But so I started like online dating to try to meet people, at the very least. And she was up real late because she's a night owl. And I was up early, and she messaged me and goes, "Are you always up this late?" And I go, "Usually, actually, I am up very late, but it's actually 8 a.m. where I am because I'm in Europe." And luckily, she didn't stop talking to me for that. And then when I came back, I had like a 72-hour trip to get back. It was a long train to a plane to a layover to a plane. to a 10-hour wait in New York to get on a bus, a mega bus across Pennsylvania. That sucks, by the way. And by the time I finally got home, I was just like exhausted. And we were going to meet in like 2 or 3 days for our first date. But I texted her. I was like, hey, we should probably do that earlier. And then she came, not that night, maybe that night to come get me. And it was from there on. So that's what I did to land my sugar mama.
You lied?
I lied and had a useless degree.
Seems useful now.
And she thought you were this world traveler, or?
I mean, to a degree I was. At that point,
Not the degree she was expecting.
No, she probably thought there'd be a much more sophisticated person coming to her. Yes. Yeah, it was good times. We're driving into a rainstorm. That's going to be fun.
Looking like it.
We need rain out here. I don't want to drive.
Rain makes corn. That's what I've heard.
Corn makes a lot of whiskey.
And corn makes whiskey.
Corn makes actually ethanol out here.
Whiskey makes my baby feel a little frisky.
Depends. Mine, any brown liquor is not a go.
I'm very confused right now.
It's the lyrics to a country song.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all you need to know.
We listened to my music earlier. It's quite clear that I don't listen to whatever that was.
Very clear. You listen to emo dad rock.
Emo dad rock, yes. 40-year-old men going, man, remember when we used to be cool? Wait, we were never cool. Oh, right.
Do they still have if it's emo, do they still have the side part in their bangs? Is that still like
Never seen these people. I've only found them on YouTube. I bought their album on vinyl, so I'm supporting the man or whatever they are.
Whereas it seems GG3 and I align almost perfectly. Every song that's come up on the radio is probably on my Spotify list as well.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes, but so far I'm doing okay.
So far, so good.
I thought you listened to mostly folk.
I mean, but I still have the 90s in me. So when I see the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones pop up, it's gonna. I went through a ska phase too. I think we all did in the late 90s. But
I've been seeing a lot of Less Than Jake references. I've been seeing a lot of things that remind me of Less Than Jake lately. And I've introduced a couple of young kids to Less Than Jake. I don't think they really cared.
I was going to say, what did they do with the introduction?
They just did. I assume they didn't even click the link. So, I think there's a Johnny Quest Thinks We're Sellouts. You guys remember that? Do you guys remember Less Than Jake?
Yeah.
Remember Johnny Quest Thinks We're Sellouts? Johnny Quest thinks we're sellouts. Johnny. Okay.
It sounds familiar, but it
that
doesn't.
one's lost on me.
It's not right there.
Do you remember Cheese? Tacoma George, Tacoma Cheese. That's who I am.
Yes.
That was my favorite. And of course, all my friends are metalheads. Is a great one, but I'm a bit of a poser. I just know the hits. Those clouds look a little weird.
It is looking a little stormy ahead.
Man, wouldn't this be awesome if this is found footage and we just get sucked up by a twister?
No.
Twisters 3.
Would not be. Twisters 3, the podcast.
Yeah, the top 5 take on Twisters.
That's not a story I need.
So what are you excited for at the card show? You're not, Stupido, you're not going to the card show.
I'm not going to the card show. Not a card guy.
But GG3, you are excited about the card show, right?
Yeah, I'm just excited to see all of it. I think I've never gone to a card show. Usually either buy online or little local card shops. I'm excited to see things I wouldn't normally see. I don't know how much money I'm going to spend. I'm nervous about that.
Do we need to be like accountability buddies here?
No, I don't think we should.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can be responsible if I really want to be. But if there's something I absolutely can't say no to, I'm not gonna. I don't want to be held accountable for those actions.
Got it.
So yeah, I'm just looking for something unique.
What do you think you couldn't say no to? Like, you talking like a Ruth baseball card? Because I don't think we're going to find a Ruth. And I don't think you should buy a Ruth. Just tossing that out there.
I mean, he murdered his ex-wife, so...
Babe Ruth murdered his ex-wife?
You've never heard that story?
I've never heard that story.
So there's a story, and it's... Obviously, this is a dated history thing, but basically, his wife is from Boston, his ex-wife.
Okay.
And they separated when he went to the Yankees, and he stayed there, and obviously he's a loud personality and doing what he wanted to do.
He's Babe Ruth.
He's Babe Ruth. And she wanted a divorce because she was already seeing someone else.
Yeah.
And he went from New York to Boston, had a conversation with them, And roughly a week or so later, her house burnt down and she died inside of the house.
And so the theory is
Babe Ruth murdered his wife. And this is if you listen to any Red Sox, the most popular Red Sox podcast is a very common theory they discuss.
Seems like a biased source.
Yes, for sure. But we're also in the 1920s, and anything was possible. And Babe Ruth was basically God at that point. Yeah. So if he lined something up, no one was going to say anything else about it. So yeah, it's possible.
Do you think Babe Ruth killed his wife?
I think he was too drunk to probably pull it off on his own.
Like, so it could have been like
I think it was one of those like, hey, I wish they were not a problem anymore, and somebody took care of it. I don't know.
That's probably more plausible than him doing it himself.
Yes,
I think I agree with that.
He was responsible.
Yes, maybe
not
a responsible person.
Maybe accountable and not responsible.
Accountable would be a good word.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe culpable, not culpable. I don't know.
I'm not a lawyer.
I'm not either.
DVD, we need some help.
Yeah, DVD. You can pipe in.
Do you think DVD listens? DVD listens.
Yeah, he listens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was going to say Brick is the other attorney, but I don't think Brick listens, probably.
No.
Yeah.
I think for oldie stuff, I'm probably like something Ted Williams would probably catch my eye. I don't know that I would pony up the dollars, because that's going to be some dollars, but obviously anything Griffey is a go. My boy Tristan Casas.
How did you got that Griffey auto, right?
I got the auto from your friend that you set that up. That was my first Griffey auto.
Do you have some more?
And I bought the baseball, the 99 All-Star baseball.
Yes.
Stoked about that. A little story about the 99 All-Star / Home Run Derby. My dad is a season ticket holder. I could have gone.
Oh?
The rule was that I needed to have A's and B's on my report card in order to go. I did not do that. So I did not get to go to the most famous All-Star game probably in recent history.
Why was that? I honestly don't know. Why was that so famous?
The pregame, they had a collection of basically every living legend.
Oh, that was that.
It's a huge thing with Ted Williams on the field.
Throughout the first pitch? Or they wheeled him out?
Yeah, they wheeled him out. Like that. I mean, that's something I could have attended. I did not have those kind of grades.
Part 2, recording.
All-Star game.
All-Star game.
So you could have gone to that?
Could have gone to that, yeah. I was very bored in school. I didn't try very hard because it was easy.
Yeah. Did you also not develop study habits?
No, none whatsoever.
Yeah.
None at all.
Yeah. One of us decided to continue going to school and then had to develop them, by the way.
Yeah, nope. That didn't work out for me either, so.
Did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to school originally for computer engineering.
Yeah.
And I did work in engineering field, but I decided I talk too much and I want to talk to people.
You're an engineer?
I went to school for engineering originally, and I did have an engineering job, but I did not get a degree.
You didn't finish a degree?
No. I pivoted to business, kind of did nothing for a little bit, retail, that kind of stuff, and then I ended up doing investing and have my licenses as a registered investing.
So you never finished college degree? You never went back into that?
No. Yeah.
Don't need it at this point, I assume?
Nope.
Nice.
Nope. Get paid just like I would have. So, good point.
Did you go back and finish your college degree?
I have a bachelor's.
Yeah.
You say go back. I failed out, and then yes, I went back and basically started over. But yeah.
I am taking one part-time class at a time to try to get at least an associate's.
Okay.
Just to say I got that.
Just to have something.
I hate it, but I am doing it. And how busy I am,
I just can't believe all the shit that you suddenly So the tattoo, you're doing a dog rescue thing. Now you're taking a class part time.
Yeah.
And then stuff that we talked about that we won't talk about now. But everything
75 animals.
Yeah, 75 animals. Over a 3-year period, we probably had about 300 dogs at my house.
You don't play video games, do you?
I play video games.
You do play video games?
Yeah, I got my Steam Deck in the trunk. That's what I was doing on the airplane.
Okay.
Playing through Final Fantasy VII.
That's right. You got
I'm
YouTube
playing
channel.
Final Fantasy VII.
The remake or the
original.
I'm playing the original.
But on the PS4.
Yeah.
We do have the remake. But
was the remake different?
It's just like the story's slightly different and the graphics are dramatically different.
And it's only the first You've played the game, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's only like the first act of it as well. So it's only up until they leave.
Just one? Oh, okay.
Up until they leave I can't remember the name of the town now.
How is the story different?
There's spoilers. I haven't played it.
So,
okay. You know?
Yeah, so a couple of people...
One second. There's spoilers ahead for Final Fantasy VII bullshit. It's a 30-goddamn-year-old game.
Final Fantasy VII, which came out originally on the PlayStation, spoilers ahead. But this is the remake, which came out 5 years ago, roughly?
Yeah. It integrates 5 years at this point. So basically, when you play through, and I'm playing through 7 for the first time, the story jumps a lot and there's missing pieces. It's like, what just happened here? And they don't explain it. The remakes go back and fill in the gaps.
What do you mean the story jumps a lot?
It does. It does. Like, you're walking through... Here comes the spoiler parts for 7.
Okay.
You're walking through and like all of a sudden I'm in a church and some girls like I got in, like flowers. You know what I'm talking about?
You get knocked out.
How did you fall from where you were into a church? Like it doesn't make any sense.
Because Midgar is above and the church is below.
Yeah, but you should have been dead.
You're a fucking Mako soldier. You're the main protagonist.
You're not a you quit
This
from
might
there.
get my wife to listen to the podcast.
Yeah,
well, you're not a Mako, but you're like a clone, right? I actually never remembered. I don't remember how it all turned out.
We don't know. You don't know, and like there's a lot of.
But you don't know that at the time. But like,
and by the
you
way,
don't need to know everything.
Like here you go. Here's a random thing you can attach to your weapon that summons people. Who are these summons people? Like where do they come from?
Do you need to know who the summons are? Why do you need to know who the
other games
are?
I played 8 and 10. They explain where they come from. It's
sorry.
not just like, oh, here you go. Have fun.
I'm sorry that you guys need your goddamn video games drawn out and crammed.
I need story. Give me story.
I need story.
No, Final Fantasy VII is a min-maxing thing with a little bit of drama. That's what it is.
Yeah, but 8 is way more story. That's why I did play through that multiple times.
I never finished.
Oh, 8 is amazing. I love 8.
I don't think I've even got to the first disc of 8.
My wife is 10. She loves 10.
10-2 is bad.
Apparently it's not 10-2.
You just said the
X2.
sentence. You said the sentence, my wife is 10, and I was very uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, she is.
8,
It's
10.
an election season, so
8,
let's
10,
not talk
not
about this right
10.
What's election season got to do with it? You
I
know?
don't know. Every candidate you don't like is a pedophile. That's the joke. I don't know.
What? Oh,
Every
you were
candidate
taking
you
the
don't-
10 as 10 years old.
You just got that?
I was taking 10 as 10 out of 10.
She's
I don't
10.
think
She's a 10.
She's 10.
She's a 10. You said, my wife is 10.
I think I said for my wife it's 10, but
For my wife.
Well, we have a recording.
She's 10.
We'll see if it's quality enough.
Dayman, slow that down 14 times.
Cut it out and put it on the soundboard.
Yeah. I've played 10 a little bit. I gotta say, it's not my jam. It's not my jam.
I think at the time was a big leap in the series.
I went back and played it.
Yeah.
I've heard 9 is the best.
See, 9 I couldn't get into. It was too cartoony for me.
I've heard
I got
9
through the
is
first 10 minutes. I'm like, let me go play 8 again.
Yeah, fair enough. That's how I felt about 8. I was like, okay, yeah, there's a card game. Okay, Spirits of Magic.
The card game is bomb. What are you talking about?
I'm going to go back to 7 now because I need to
mean,
level up some mana or
I
some
feel like
materia.
that's how Final Fantasy is. Like, everyone just has their version. I guess we could probably just say 7 through whatever
What am I
is
doing
out there
next?
now, 16, 14.
You're
How
taking
many
this.
are there? Anyway, I feel like everyone just has their version, and that's what they play. There's not many people who are like, I like them all. And then 1 through 6 are just their own beast that no one talks about because they are
6 is good. Like 6 is good. If 6 is the one I'm thinking of, it's hard because we got your odd number ones, and so I got them. I encountered them at various points in life when they were numbered what they were, and then numbered what they were in Japan. So I can never keep them straight. I think when all agree, Chrono Trigger was pretty awesome.
Never played it.
not like
Oh fuck, you guys gotta go back.
I probably have it in my library.
You gotta go back.
Never played it.
It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Totally worth it. Okay, what am I doing? 218 to Akron. You want to go to the Football Hall of Fame, everybody?
Nope.
All right.
I am going to Cleveland and not going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so that's what I feel about Hall of Fames.
Do you want to go to the Rock and Roll? I don't really want to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I don't have a desire to.
Can I say that Hard Rock Cafes also aren't very appealing to me?
I mean, I don't think that's a hot take.
Is it not a hot take?
It's a chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are fucking elitist pieces of shit.
No toll.
No
Keep
toll.
moving.
I'm going.
Zoom. Might want
I'll slow down.
Yeah.
It's a little
Speed
narrow.
limit 10. keep going.
55.
And you want this one.
Yes, 76. Boom.
So, Final Fantasy.
What is your Final Fantasy? Just out of curiosity.
What is the definition of that question?
Right.
Like, how I die?
I don't know.
Is this a Final Destination
Take
question?
it as you will.
It's a different thing. Yeah.
Take it as you will. We are hurtling through space in like 70 miles an hour, dodging and weaving through trucks and shit. And I'm going slow.
We're also on a planet that's probably rotating faster than that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but we
and
have gravity
hurtling
for
through
that.
space at
That guy is very much in a hurry. He's going faster than me.
hundreds of miles a second.
I do drive like a...
I guess my Final Fantasy would be to retire somewhere on the water and not have people around.
Salt water?
Doesn't matter, just water.
I don't like salt water.
I don't usually go in either
I don't
way.
like the smell of it.
Oh, I don't mind.
Okay.
But I like to be on the water. I like the sounds, like the feel up to my ankles. I don't like where I can't see, so...
Can I offer one comment real quick?
Sure.
If you like the water up to your ankles, then you do go in.
My wife would debate that. She would say I do not go in.
I feel like your wife would be empirically and objectively wrong because in order for water to be at your ankles, at least a part of you, namely your feet.
I could be the second coming, and maybe I'm just floating, and you don't know.
But then the water wouldn't be at your ankles.
It just looks. It's just surrounding me. It's
You like the aura of...
Yes.
Got it.
If I'm close enough for a sea creature to bite me, that's too close.
Got it. I like rivers.
Nope.
I like being next to rivers. I like watching a river run.
I do enjoy watching a river run.
We're not the player river running.
No, River's great. What's River's last name? River...
Phoenix?
No, she's up to bat right now on the Philly.
River James.
River James. Shout out River James.
Shout out
Probably.
that might be the first time we've shouted out River James.
She has
on the
no
podcast.
idea that we exist.
Doesn't even listen.
Yeah, no idea. I like her. She's great. But what was I talking about? Oh, a friend of mine got married in Canada, which is real place, by the way.
It's not just North Montana.
Not just North Montana.
Never mind. Go ahead.
So she got married in Canada, and then a year later they wanted to celebrate the marriage because they didn't really celebrate the marriage at the time. So they celebrated their anniversary with like a ceremony and invited people up. And she was kind enough to invite me up. She's a lovely woman. And they are outdoorsy people.
Okay.
And so they lived in Calgary, which is near Banff, which is it's an alpine area. If you're
Banff's not the abbreviation badass mother.
No, not Banff. Banff. It's Ban with an N. B-A-N-F-F. That's it.
Okay.
Dude, if you don't know it, it is the most beautiful natural place I've ever seen. I put it above the Grand Canyon because I like the fact that there's greenery there.
Okay.
And I appreciate green. It's personal preference.
Is that why you picked the green shirt today?
I just look good in this color. You thought it. It's okay. So, Banff is alpine. It's like there's huge ass mountains there. It's the Northern Rockies, really. But there's also like glacial lakes or glacial rivers and such, and glacial lakes. I am scared to death of heights, as we have discussed. Did not enjoy that part. But like climbing through like the boulders into the river as it runs, and it's like 40 degrees and cold as balls. That was just like, that's heaven. A little cottage by that water was so blue. Oh,
It had to be till the 40 degrees.
you can't. I mean, you can put your feet in,
No.
but then you should put socks on right afterwards.
No.
It's really not
It's
pleasant.
a hard pass.
Yeah, I know, but it's Canada. What do you want?
It's the same thing, but warm.
Got it. I don't know that it exists. Does it exist? I imagine the Alps.
Zip lining over Maui, I would say.
Yeah, great. But it's not natural water, or not natural water. It's not.
The Pacific is very unnatural.
What is the
Yeah,
one?
it's well-known man-made
Not
water.
salt. What's the other? If it's not salt water, it's not fresh water. Thank you. It's not fresh water.
I don't like my water with attitude.
I don't know that I believe you. You seem like everything a little attitude.
Yeah,
You were giving that pastrami some lip today.
yeah. I hit it with the mustard.
Had a bit of sass for you.
Yep.
Okay. What were we talking about?
No idea. Oh, Final Fantasy.
Welcome
And
to the
What's your Final Fantasy, Stupido?
I don't know. I do like retirement. Don't don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe an empty nest would be nice at some point.
Fuck them kids, right?
Right. No, not fuck them, but like, hopefully they move on and have careers and lives and whatever they want in life, and they're happy.
Reapers.
MLN.
Yep.
You're also an MLN.
I am also an MLN.
Who's on your Carolina Reapers?
Reapers, I got Toastman.
Okay.
Sorry.
Toastman.
Wow.
Cut that, day, man.
You know there's no editing here, right?
What?
You know there's no editing.
That's all. That's the joke.
Yeah, no, we're screwed.
So Toastman.
Yeah, I'm not as social in that one as much as MLR.
Wait, is Pope that one?
Yeah.
Pope wants me on the team. I can't do two.
Yeah, it's too much.
Well, aren't you on MILR also?
Yeah.
So that's two.
I always tell myself
So
I'm
you
not
can?
going to do it.
And then you do, like
and
3
then I do.
sessions in. And
Yeah, it's true. You got me.
So you lie.
you can't do 3.
Can't do 3 for sure.
That's it. Can't do 3.
Once in college, I walked out of a threesome.
What?
So,
Yeah, me, myself, and Irene.
Yeah. I'll tell you that story later. Ooh, look at that.
That's pretty.
I wonder what this is.
A lake?
Shock's having a panic attack.
It's not too high. This is okay.
It's like 4 feet up in the air.
This is okay. The other one was like, we were like 70, 80 feet up. You know what I mean? I do have like a semi trying to like take out my butt.
Yeah.
Thank you for not making the joke that you could have just made there. Yep. Anywho's, so you're an MLN.
Yep, I'm a hitter. I'm actually good. I'm much better at hitting than I'm awful at pitching. I'm winless.
So what you're saying is you're really good at picking what the other person is going to pick.
I'm actually really good at dome, too.
Oh.
Really?
I am good at dome. I've only lost twice, and I probably played about a dozen times.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, but pitching, it sucks.
And you were a UCC rep.
Yeah, I didn't win there either.
That's okay. Who needs to win?
Yeah, I got my saves.
Yep.
Every time Fat says, "Oh, we're gonna put GG in to get him that win," and it doesn't happen. So he's got to trade me to the Cubs, so that way I'll lose and the Cardinals will win.
Got it.
That's the only way that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Seems like a good backstabbing way to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume you're happy in St. Louis then? You're enjoying fake St. Louis?
Yeah, I like St. Louis. Dayman is his typical Dayman self. He's
Always
doing
there.
4,000 things all at once, but also involved in everything. And Fats is good. He's pretty open to conversation. You guys had the pod with him on it, and it's pretty much him as
dude.
the manager. Yeah.
That's really my only real interaction with Fats. I mean, I've chatted with him around stuff again. Are we going to have to stop again?
We're going to have to do a part 3 with the rain.
I'm trying to be good and not drive in like heavy rain.
All right, part 3 begins.
Now that the next rain band is over, we're going to wrap it up. GG3 at the end of every episode, we ask the people that are on the episode if they have any questions for us. Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I do.
Uh-huh.
If you guys could change your name to something else, your player name, what would it be?
Stinky Pools.
Smarty Stupido.
Nice. That's it. That's my question.
Would you change your name?
Yeah, I think I could have been more funny or creative. I think we have enough phallic names that I probably would do something different. But yeah, I probably would have done something a little funnier.
Where did the Guillermo come from?
Well, I wanted to be a Cuban defector.
Okay.
So I wanted a Spanish name and one that began with G.
So you had a little bit of role play going on.
Yes. Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's it.
It was a lot less role play than I thought there would be. I thought we would have to embody our personalities, and I think I really confused. I think it was Teddy when I first joined the server. Really confused him.
I always try to get Teddy out of character, and I have yet to find it.
It's
I've seen
definitely
it once.
difficult.
I've seen it once or twice. It's a little weird.
You do see it in the umpire chat.
Yeah.
You'll get a real Teddy in there every once in a while.
Every time he says something that is a factual item, I immediately jump to Wikipedia and be like, he does have 2 kids.
He is right. He's right every time.
Every time. Yeah.
And he does it on the fly, too. Like, he was doing it on the podcast with us. Like, the dude just knows everything.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I think we talked about him on our one with Shorty, didn't we?
I don't know. We talked about him with Shorty.
Yeah, Shorty, you guys were talking because he's one of the reasons she came over.
Yeah. They were rookies at the same time. They've been friends for a long time. Reddit and we got antiques.
Some Discord.
Antiquing?
Am I an antiques person?
Would we like to go see some antiques?
Not
What's
really.
inside?
Ohio's best.
Well, it's Ohio's best. It's not saying much,
There was a subreddit, like a what if subreddit post a couple of days ago. My wife and I had a long drive somewhere. It was last week. So I was reading her stuff, just like the hypotheticals. And it was, you get $17, but you can never go to Ohio again. And my wife and I were like, yeah, we would do that.
I would take $17 to not come to Ohio.
Yeah, because what's in Ohio?
Well,
3
Petra
baseball teams.
and Shorty.
3 baseball teams?
Right? Cleveland.
Cincinnati.
Is there another one?
I think that's it.
No,
That's it.
two bases. So can I visit those guys and then get my $17?
Maybe
Nope.
the Blue Jackets. And the,
So just this one trip and that's it?
Yep.
if
Sorry,
I took
Cincinnati.
the 17 now, do we immediately shunt out of Ohio?
Yeah, it was something stupid so you didn't die in an airplane where you, like, hit a force field and get, like, if you actually fly over. There was some rule, like, where if you enter Ohio, you are teleported immediately to the border of Ohio closest to you, and you are on the ground safe.
But if you're flying, you just keep ricocheting back into the same spot? Because that's a closed border.
And is
No,
it
on the
more
ground.
of a,
On the
is
ground.
it
Border
more
on
of
the
a dome, or does it just go straight?
How high up does Ohio go? That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know how airspace works.
I don't think that's in
Did
the
you lose your
Constitution.
baggage if you got teleported to the ground?
It'd have to be sent back to you.
Yeah. Better
I don't trust the airlines.
Put a
Never
tag on
never
that.
happening.
Yeah. I would just never fly across the United
If
States.
you're sure that, because
You
even
could
when I
see
went
flight
to,
pass.
I guess you have to look at flight path, because I went to Chicago, or Charlotte, Chicago, I'm sure I might have flown over Ohio, and that would have been disastrous.
Again, they let you down on the ground.
But that would be me and the other 3 members of my family.
At least they have your stuff.
That's true. I'd have to find a way to get to them.
And then you have dad vacation.
Stupido's lifelong trip going to Japan. You can't get past.
Can't get
Hey,
there.
that's Ohio.
Yep. Damn it.
I find it hard to believe that you flew over to Ohio going to Japan.
I'm not saying I did.
Oh,
And
okay.
it wasn't going to Japan. We were going to Chicago.
Yeah, but who cares about Chicago?
And then Chicago to...
Honestly, $17 and I never go to Chicago again, I'd just take 5.
Right? You don't have to pay me. I'll just decide not to. I went to the airport. I'll stay in the airport. I feel like
I've been to the
airport should
airport.
be like a tariff-free zone. You can go there.
I just said, this is where they filmed Home Alone.
Actually,
And
yeah,
then I got in the airplane and left.
Yeah, that's...
my oldest is a big film buff, and we were standing somewhere in the Chicago airport, and she's like, "This seems familiar." And then she looked it up, and she's like, "We were literally at the concourse that they were running down."
Could not find batteries and got lost.
You?
No, from the movie.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Home Alone 2.
And it's too...
I barely remember what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday?
You were drinking too much.
You drink too much.
I'm starting to feel a little crappy again.
Uh-oh.
You
Probably a
need
good
Celsius
time
to keep drinking.
I'm having like a sugar crash. My pre-diabetes is kicking in.
I want to end this podcast before Choc goes.
Yeah, so we are going to, thank you. I'm terrible at all this. We are going to end this podcast because there's going to be more rain at some point. We're going to go get Petra and we're going to go to the baseball game.
Maybe have a part 3.
GG3, thanks for making this trip.
Yeah.
Look forward to
Good
it.
fun. I mean, we just started.
We are on it.
We're in it.
Are you? All right, who was that? Raise your hands.
What's that?
What are you talking about?
What's going on?
Somebody just dropped ass.
That's probably you. You were.
It wasn't me.
He's the one who's like, hey,
Right.
can't be me. It's got to be someone else.
I mean, I'm about to now because if we're doing it, I'm not going to hold it in anymore. That's what I'm at.
If we're dead, it's because he's
Yeah.
fumigated the car.
Sorry, Petra.
Yeah. Oh, she's going to have to get in this car.
We died in Ohio after all of that.
Strami's coming back for some of you. I don't know who it is. Now I'm going to start farting. All right, thanks for
Thanks for listening.